Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and fellow sports enthusiasts, today I stand before you to address a question that has sparked heated debates across living rooms, sports bars, and social media platforms. Do professional athletes get paid too much? This question is not merely about the number on a paycheck, it delves into the very fabric of our society, our values, and our priorities. As we explore this topic, I urge you to consider the implications of these astronomical salaries, not just for the athletes themselves, but for the communities they represent, the youth they inspire, and the very essence of sports in our culture. To frame our discussion, let's first look at the staggering figures associated with professional athletes. In the National Basketball Association, also known as the NBA, the average player salary hovers around 8 million per year, with superstars earning upward of 40 million annually. In Major League Baseball, contracts can reach mind-boggling heights, with players like Mike Trout signing deals worth over 400 million. These figures are not just eye-watering, they are a reflection of a system that prioritizes entertainment and spectacle over many other professions that can contribute significantly to society. But let's break this down further. The National Football League has a salary cap system that allows teams to spend a certain amount on players' salaries each season. The average salary for an NFL player is around 3 million, but the top quarterbacks can earn contracts exceeding 40 million per year. This disparity raises questions about the value placed on different positions and the overall structure of compensation within the sport. Moreover, when we consider the earnings of professional athletes, we must also account for the additional income they generate through endorsements, sportsmanships, and appearances. For example, athletes like LeBron James and Cristiano Ronaldo earn substantial amounts from their brand partnerships, often surpassing their playing salaries. This raises an important question. Is it fair for an athlete to earn more in endorsements than in their actual sport? One of the primary arguments in favor of high athlete salaries is the economic principle of supply and demand. There are only a limited number of professional athletes who possess the extraordinary talent and skill required to compete at the highest levels. This scarcity, combined with the immense revenue generated by sports leagues through ticket sales, merchandise, and broadcasting rights, creates a financial ecosystem where athletes can command high salaries. However, while the market dictates these salaries, we must ask ourselves, at what cost? The entertaining industry, including sports, often prioritizes profit over people. The billions generated by these leagues could be redirected to address pressing societal issues such as education, healthcare, and poverty. Instead, we see a disproportionate allocation of resources that rewards a select few while neglecting the needs of many. Professional athletes hold a unique position in society. They are not just entertainers, they are role models for millions of young people. Children look up to them, aspiring to emulate their skills, work ethic, and lifestyle. With such influence comes responsibility. When athletes are paid sums, it sends a message that financial success is the ultimate goal, overshadowing the importance of hard work, education, and community involvement. Imagine a young child who dreams of becoming a professional athlete. They see their heroes earning millions and living lavish lifestyles, but what about the countless hours of practice, the sacrifices, and the dedication required to reach that level? The focus on monetary success can distort their understanding of what it truly means to succeed. Instead of fostering a culture of perseverance and resilience, we risk creating a generation that equates with wealth. The financial landscape of professional sports has a trickle-down effect on youth sports and community programs. As professional leagues continue to inflate salaries, the resources allocated to grassroots initiatives often dwindle. Local sports programs, which are essential for youth development, face budget cuts and dwindling support. This is particularly concerning in underprivileged communities where access to sports can provide a pathway to success and a means of escape from challenging circumstances. When professional athletes earn millions, it creates a perception that sports are only for the elite. This can discourage participation among youth who cannot afford the costs associated with organized sports. The focus on professional success can overshadow the intrinsic value of teamwork, discipline, and personal growth that sports can provide. We must advocate for a more equitable distribution of resources that prioritizes youth engagement and community development over the financial gains of a few. Now let's take a moment to compare the salaries of professional athletes with those of other essential professions. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average salary for a teacher in the United States is around $60,000 per year. Nurses, who play a critical role in our healthcare system, earn an average of $75,000 annually. These individuals dedicate their lives to educating our children and caring for our health, yet their compensation pales in comparison to that of professional athletes. This disparity raises important questions about our societal views. Why do we prioritize entertainment over education and healthcare? Why do we celebrate the achievements of athletes while neglecting the contributions of those who shape our future? It is time to reevaluate our priorities and recognize the importance of all professions in building a thriving society. While it is easy to focus on the financial rewards of being a professional athlete, we must also consider the mental and physical toll that this career entails. Athletes face immense pressure to perform at peak levels, often leading to mental health challenges, burnout, and physical injuries. The pursuit of excellence can come at a high cost, and many athletes find themselves grappling with the consequences long after playing days are over. Moreover, the culture of hyper-competitiveness in professional sports can lead to unhealthy behaviors, including substance abuse and mental health struggles. While athletes may earn substantial salaries, the sacrifices they make for their careers often go unnoticed. We must advocate for better mental health and support and resources for athletes, recognizing that their well-being is just as important as their financial success. Another factor contributing to the high salaries of professional athletes is the lucrative world of sponsorships and endorsements. Companies are willing to pay millions to have their products associated with star athletes, believing that their influence can drive sales and brand loyalty. While this is a testament to the power of sports marketing, it also raises ethical questions about the commercialization of athletics. When athletes become walking advertisements, it can detract from the purity of the sport. The focus shifts from the athletic achievement to brand promotion, blurring the lines between competition and commerce. This culture, where financial gain takes precedence over athletic excellence. When we examine the salaries of professional athletes, it is also essential to consider the global perspective. In many countries, athletes earn significantly less than their American counterparts. For example, in Europe, soccer leagues, while top players can earn substantial salaries, the average player in low-tier leagues may earn only a fraction of what their American peers make. The disparity raises questions about the global economy of sports and the influence of American culture on the perception of the athlete compensation. In countries where sports are not as commercialized, athletes often rely on government support or sponsorships from local businesses. This model can create a more substantial environment for athletes, allowing them to focus on their craft without the overwhelming pressure of financial gain. As we consider the salaries of professional athletes, we must also reflect on the values and priorities that shape these financial structures. As we reflect on the current state of professional sports salaries, it is clear that the change is needed. We must advocate for a more equitable system that values the contribution of all individuals, not just those who excel in athletics. This includes supporting initiatives that promote youth sports, investing in community programs, and recognizing the importance of education and healthcare. Furthermore, we must encourage professional leagues to adopt more sustainable practices that prioritize the well-being of athletes and the communities they represent. This could involve implementing salary caps, redistributing wealth within the leagues, and investing in programs that support mental health and community engagement. As fans, we hold significant power in shaping the landscape of professional sports. Our choices influence ticket sales, merchandise purchases, and viewership ratings. By demanding transparency and accountability from sports organizations, we advocate for a more equitable distribution of resources. We can support initiatives that prioritize community engagement and youth development, ensuring that the benefits of professional sports extend beyond the playing field. Moreover, we can choose to celebrate athletes who use their platforms for social good. Many professional athletes are actively involved in charitable work, advocating for social justice, and supporting community initiatives. By highlighting these efforts, we can shift the narrative around athlete compensation and emphasize the importance of giving back to the communities that support them. Another critical aspect of the conversation surrounding athlete salaries is the need for education and financial literacy. Many professional athletes come from humble beginnings and may not have received adequate financial education. As a result, they may struggle to manage their wealth effectively once they enter the professional realm. By providing athletes with resources and education on financial management, we can help them navigate the complexity of their newfound wealth. This includes understanding investments, savings, and the importance of planning for life after sports. Empowering athletes with financial literacy can lead to more sustainable financial practices and greater focus on long-term success rather than short-term gains. In recent years, technology has played a significant role in the evolution of professional sports, from advanced analytics to performance-enhancing equipment. Technology has transformed how athletes indicate their money and all the things that go on with them. However, let's see. However, in conclusion, the question of whether professional athletes get paid too much is not simply a matter of numbers. It is a reflection of our values as a society. While the economic principles of supply and demand play a role in determining salaries, we must also consider the broader implication of these financial decisions. As we celebrate the achievements of athletes, let us not forget the importance of supporting our communities, prioritizing education and healthcare, fostering a culture that values hard work and perseverance over mere financial success. Let us advocate for a future where the rewards of sports are shared more equitably. Thank you.